Hey everyone, and welcome to another Class 66 Rocks review. Now, in this review, we're going to be taking a look at another of the craft in the Thunderbirds Argo mini-series. Just so everybody knows, I'm not buying loads of Thunderbirds Argo toys or anything like that. I'm purely just doing the craft, and I might get the new Tracy Island, depending on the demand for a Tracy Island review, because I know there's quite a lot of reviews already out there. Now, I do own the original one from back in 1993, I think it is. So I thought I'd maybe do a comparison video on what the old one was like compared to the new one. But like I say, if you're watching this and are into the Thunderbirds Argo toys, and you'd like to see the new Tracy Island reviewed by myself, then please leave your comments below. And like I said, depending on demand, I will either A, do it, or B, I won't do it. So, in relation to the Thunderbirds Argo reviews, now, you might be wondering why I do these types of reviews now and again. The reason is because I grew up watching Thunderbirds. So when I was back in primary school many years ago, I mean, bear in mind that I'm 28, nearly 29 now, so you can pretty guess when I was at school, probably 93, 94, that sort of era, and there was Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, Stingray and Joe 90. Now, the late Jerry Anderson, he did a great job of creating those shows, and then if you remember, towards modern day, maybe 2000s, they recreated Captain Scarlet, but I thought that didn't really do the show any justice, because they took the original vehicles away and they changed some of the character bios and all that, so I didn't really get into that as much as I have with this one. Now, when Thunderbirds got recreated, I think it was back in 2016, when the CGI version came out, I thought I'll watch it through season 1, I'll see what I think. And from the first episode, I was absolutely stunned at such a good job they had actually done with the show, because it's really brought it forward into the modern day. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing these reviews. So, let's get on with today's review then. Okay, so as we can see today, we have the Thunderbirds Argo, Thunderbird 3, as piloted by Alan Tracy, as you can see just there. So we'll take a look at the packaging, and then we'll have a look at the craft that's inside. So as you can see, starting with the front of the packaging, we have the Thunderbirds Argo wording, along with the 5 Tracy brothers, Scott, Virgil, Alan, Gordon and John. Now I know they've done Thunderbird 5 recently, in this range, but I'm very surprised they haven't done a larger Thunderbird 4 with sounds, because I think that would actually be quite amazing. So anyway, it says you can rotate for action and rescue sounds, which we'll take a look at just a minute. And it's also got grappling arms, which are these, but I'll just turn the packaging around, like I say, and we can have a look at it. Now, we have got a new International Rescue logo, just on the front here, compared to how it used to be. So we'll take a look at the back of the box, as there's nothing on the sides in any case. So here we've got the back of the box, as you can see. If I just tilt it so we can get all the box in, I've had to higher the camcorder legs up slightly just so we can get the entire box in. Okay, so again on the box, we've got his name there, Alan Tracy, and another photo of the 5 Tracy brothers. Again, we've got the International Rescue logo, which we can see a bit better now. Okay, so then we have a bit of information about Thunderbird 3. So the pilot is Alan Tracy, the function is space rescue, launch system is a hydro-electromagnetic rocket motion, drive system is a 10N drive particle accelerator, and the max acceleration is 10G. So equipment, it's equipped with a tri-grapple grasping arms, interchangeable cargo section, highly advanced heat and radiation shielding, due to its used in space a lot. So as you can see here, we have to rotate the black piece for action and rescue sounds, and as you can see, we push the button on the bottom there to release the grasping arms, and it's also compatible with Tracy Island, and we can also see Tracy Island just there. So as you can see, we've got an enlarged photo here of Thunderbird 3, so I'll just tilt it slightly so you can see, with the grasping arms out, and it also shows you what to turn, with some lines pointing to the area which you have to use for each function. It's produced by Vivid Toy Group Limited in Essex, and it is shown on ITV, which is now ITV Studios. It's always on a Saturday morning these days, about 8:30, and I think is it repeated in the afternoon about 4, something like that. So anyway, let's get the craft open and take a look at it. But before we do that, you can see on this side again we've got a photo of, well, a picture of Alan Tracy just there, as you can see. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just pause the video for a minute, I'll get the craft out of the box, and then we'll get on with the rest of the review. Hey everyone, so I'm back. We've taken Thunderbird 3 out of the packaging now, so let's take a look at the craft in some closer detail. Okay, so as you can see, we've got Thunderbird 3 here. First off, really lightweight, no weight to it at all actually. So what I'll do, I'll take a look at the craft, and then we'll take a look at how to activate each of the functions. So, starting at the top, obviously you can see we've got the nose cone. Moving down, we've got the word Thunderbird running down the length of the craft. Moving down, we can see we've got the area just here that activates the sounds. We've got the grappling arms just here. Now these do come out in a moment, which I will show you. We've got the number 3 there, and if you just take a look at the bottom of the craft, you can see obviously the jet engines and the thrusters, etc. So this is what we'll be pressing for the grappling arms in just a moment. I mean, I know it is quite basic compared to the ones that you used to get. I mean, I have actually got the old ones myself. I think they were like a die-cast metal version back in the Jerry Anderson series when they first came out by Corgi. But there's nothing wrong with these new craft whatsoever. They are actually quite good. So you can't really fault them, even though they are a toy. So what we'll do, well, I'll show you the grappling arms first. So if we just press this button under here, I'll just hold it out actually, so you can see the grappling arms come out like that. Okay, so taking a look at it now, as you can see, the grappling arms of Thunderbird 3 are now out. Now I'm not too sure whether these come out anymore. Oh, they do, yes. So if you just turn these slightly, you have to be very careful here what we're doing. The grappling arms can actually be adjusted to whatever angle that you want them, if you're creating a scene whilst playing with them. So as you can see, they do come out quite a bit, so we'll just fold those back down now, and we'll just fold these arms back into these slots, which are just located around the side of the craft. And this is what happens when you try clicking them into place, but don't worry, it's not broken in any way. All you have to do is hold it in at the top there, and then just press down. So what we'll do, we'll rotate this now and see how many sounds we get.
International Rescue, this is Thunderbird 3. Do you copy?
Okay, so let's try it again.
FAB.
So you do have to give it quite a few turns to get the sounds on.
International Rescue, this is Thunderbird 3. Do you copy?
So I think there's about 2 sounds with this. Now usually there is 3. Oh, there we go. The third sounds like the jet rockets and the thrusters. The Thunderbird 3 lifts off. So let's make sure there's no more.
Deploying grasping arms.
Oh, there we go. We have another one. So deploy grasping arms, which we've done previously. Like so. So we'll just click them once again.
International Rescue, this is Thunderbird 3. Do you copy?
And then we obviously go back to the first one, which repeats itself on its own. So we'll just turn it again.
International Rescue, this is Thunderbird 3. Do you copy?
Okay, so that's all the sounds. There's about 3 or 4 in total, but like I say, you have to keep turning the dial just here, just to get the different
International
sounds.
Rescue, this is Thunderbird 3. Deploying grasping arms.
Okay, so now it's trying to repeat itself. So anyway, like I was saying, there are about 3 or 4 different sounds and
International
effects.
Rescue, this is Thunderbird 3. Do you copy?
I think Alan must think that Thunderbird 3 can get through to Tracy Island every 5 seconds. So that should stop in a moment. It does actually repeat itself on some of the other craft as well that I've reviewed. So he must be off to an emergency somewhere because he's trying to get hold of them frantically. So anyway, like I say, if you're into the new Thunderbirds Argo series, this craft is definitely worth purchasing along with the other ones. But like I say, it is good for a model of its age as well, and the job they've done with it is quite good as well. So that is it basically. The Thunderbirds Argo Thunderbird 3 craft by Vivid Toys.